honest. Y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G. But it's been a minute, but I'm still chilling with my homeboys, the Clario G
What up?
and the Cowboy Hippie.
What's up with it? What's up with it? Long time no see. What's up? How y'all been? How was y'all's Christmas and now the beginning of 2022?
Well, now that I got COVID out the way, bro. Now that I got COVID out the way, man, I'm ready to go, baby.
Not as adventurous as Clary, but mine was okay. My brother came into town. We had a seafood broil. It was pretty good. How about you guys?
It was good. I got to spend it with my parents. Took the kids out there. We usually do some games and stuff like that, and then it was my nephew's first Christmas, little Martese. He'll be 1 year old next month, I believe, or 2 months. So yeah, it's been good.
You guys do anything for New Year's?
I took a lot of poops. No, seriously, man. When I was in line to get tested, man, I shit my pants. Like, that's real story.
Yeah, what happened? Did you,
bro? So one of the what side or what is it called? Symptoms is in this new COVID thing is like bad diarrhea, bro. And I'm waiting in line, man, and it was like an hour wait. And I sneezed, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was a bad sneeze." And then I was too invested in the line, so I just waited it out, bro. Hey, and then even more embarrassing, check it out. I get to the front, and the girl recognizes me off TikTok.
No.
And after I shit my pants, and I'm like, "Damn it, dude!" She's like, "Hey," because she came back and did a little swab, and she didn't tell me yet, Sneaky. She goes, "Clario G, you're positive," and I was like, "Did you say Clario G?" She goes, "Yeah, I follow you." And I was like, "I'm smelling like shit, dude, in my car, man."
And you can't smell, I'm sure.
No, I could smell. I never lost my smell, but I lost my taste.
Did you get it back?
No, I still haven't yet.
You haven't got you? Okay.
No.
It takes a while.
Clara, you and I have something in common. When our teams, and I'm not talking about the Cowboys because we'll get to that later, but I want to bring this up, and it just reminded me. When our teams get blown out, and we are so dedicated on our team, we still rep them the next day.
Bro.
And I'm talking about that M on your shirt.
Dude, Sneaky, I appreciate it. Let me tell you, dude, thanks for bringing that up. So we won't go deep into it. But look, this was the first time in the history of the college football playoff that an unranked team made it to the college football playoffs. So shout out to the Michigan Wolverines, man. And thanks, Sneaky, for bringing that up, man. Everybody talking about how them getting blown out, but let's just talk about what they did, bro.
Yes, please do.
They finally defeated Ohio State first time in 10 years. Jim Harbaugh, AP Coach of the Year. Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year. Second in Heisman. First team to ever make it to the college football playoffs starting the season unranked. Shout out to Michigan Wolverines. Shout out to Harbaugh. We might lose you this year. There's a lot of speculation, but
where's he going to go?
The Bears are talking to him, man.
Oh, okay.
So thanks, Sneaky. I still do rep it. I still do rep it wherever it's at on this thing right here somewhere. But yeah.
So I'm gonna declare myself because I was rooting for the Wolverines yesterday.
I know,
and I was rooting for them all season. So don't be surprised if you see a Michigan flag in here.
That's okay.
One of these days, I'm hoping that when I get close to my degree, that I'll take like a box weaving course for Michigan and online. So I can say that I went to Michigan, and then I'll get the class ring and all that good stuff.
I do want to bring up though about Michigan is how good y'all's defense really looked this year. Yes. Y'all probably got a top 3 pick defensive end.
He's gonna be the top defensive pick now. Watch
him or the guy from Oregon.
Right.
I really hope. I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of the needs we need.
Right.
We need another defensive rush. I said it again. Pass rusher to accommodate Lauren Williams or Leonard Williams.
Yeah.
Because when Tomlinson
And
left,
Ojulari, you still have Ojulari. So
yeah, I mean,
but
and
you
just
still need
imagine
another
that
piece.
D line. Yeah, imagine that D line. You know, that would be sick. And then of course, I haven't really looked at the offensive line yet, prospects yet.
It's okay,
but I know we got to. That's what I would like to see our first 2 picks on. But and I know we'll dive into NFL. But what did you guys think about the playoffs these last 2 days or yesterday?
The college football playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay, look. Now I'm gonna dive into something else before that. Including that.
Mm-hmm.
Does the holidays seem kind of weird this year?
Yes.
Agree.
So
Yes.
I'm saying that because so did the college football playoffs, especially Friday at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just felt off, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think they need to I think they need to look into that, put it back on the weekend sometime. Even though it was New Year's Eve, bro, I don't care about the day. Friday just seems weird. Friday just
because it's especially since we didn't have Thursday night football, so it just kind of felt like you still had a little bit of your NFL taste buds taken care of, but since they stopped it this week, it just kind of felt off. You're right, and honestly, who was really excited for Cincinnati?
Well,
I mean, it's a Cinderella story, but I mean,
did you
saw
watch
what
it?
happens.
Did you watch it?
I was hearing it on the radio when I was working.
Okay, I watched. Let me tell you something about Cincy, bro. Their defense came to play. I don't care what anybody says, man.
Shout out
but
Kobe
their
Bryant.
offense didn't though. They were very stagnant.
Bro, they weren't athletic. They weren't as big up front. I mean, it's obvious. Well, to me though, I'm glad they gave Cincy a chance. The SEC once again proves their power, proves their strength. Overall, TCU. As an overall conference, they have the 2 best teams almost every year. Now, lengthwise, I still argue that conference per conference, but when you always have the 2 best teams almost every year,
but I think it does the college football a disservice when you have a team in there that didn't even win their conference.
I agree there, dude. I've always argued that.
I get the fact that Georgia was the best team throughout the nation. They were top ranked, and then Alabama beat them in the SEC championship. Okay, I get that.
Which was a close game as well.
Right, but then they should be playing in the Sugar Bowl.
Alabama destroyed Georgia, bro, in the SEC.
I thought it was like a 2.
No, they ran about the field, man.
Yeah, but I think then they should have went to the Fiesta Bowl. They should have went to bring in another conference champion. I think that should be a criteria. Conference champ to me in college, conference championship games don't matter at all. Now, I think that they should bring it up to 8. I know they're talking about bringing 8 teams or 6 teams. I think that's the conversation.
I believe it's 8.
I got to say this though. When I saw the scheduling of Cincy, Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, I was hoping Michigan was going to beat Georgia. I really was.
Well, I think if you're not a Georgia fan, I think most football fans wanted to see that. Just something different, bro.
And true story. So we were actually, I'll never forget, I was sitting on my computer the day, because the game was on Friday. Thursday night, I was sitting on my computer and I was watching Lester Holt. Okay. And then I was about to get some tickets. And then he started talking about, 19 and the other variant. I think it's called Megatron, the new variant. And so I was like, well, fuck Megatron. Excuse me. I was like, I'm not going there. And so I changed my mind. We were actually going to go to the game. You know how mad I was? We had a 50-50 shot at Michigan playing here, man. I mean, I was like, dang it. When they rolled out the games, I was like, son of a bitch, man. Yeah.
Well, wasn't Michigan here last time? I mean, like
they've played
was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
They played 2 games here. They played Bama here to kick off one season, and then we played
oh, that's right.
God, dude, who was the other one? I forgot, dude.
That's the game you went to, right?
I've been to all the games they've played here. Yeah, I don't even.
Well, I already know what jersey I'm gonna get. Dude, I'm gonna be a diehard Wolverines fan. Watch.
I don't really wear much jerseys, bro. So I have a Brady one for big games, but other than that, I don't.
That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get me a Brady one.
You're more of hats and beanies.
Yeah, I wear hats even to different teams, though, dude.
Yeah, same.
I only wear one.
I do. I actually have it. People give me shit, dude, but I actually do have a lot of different.
Like my dad just got a San Diego Padres hat, the brown and gold one. It's nice, man. It's a nice hat. I mean, no matter if they're not your team, I'll still rep it. I know we talked about this.
Georgia's favored real quick. Georgia's favored in the national championship game.
They're just doing that to try to make money.
That's weird.
They wanted a couple $100 for nosebleeds at the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, so I believe it. Well, I saw some club seats at AT&T for like $600.
That's a bigger game, though. We had the combo was a bigger game than Fiesta.
And but then because Mama Bossy was like, "Are you sure you want to go with those whole thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, we won't go." But I will say this: I know Dallas is in the playoffs, and I am gonna go to watch. I think the wild card game, whoever they play.
Oh wow! Right now, it's looking like either Arizona again, or we have a chance to play Philly too if they beat us next week.
Did Arizona bump? Well, Arizona should have stayed put. And
right now, Arizona's 5. We're the ones that dropped.
We dropped to 4. We dropped to 4.
Oh,
we were
right.
2.
Yeah, because they were 2. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first, before we start talking about NFL, the NFL lost a great one this week, John Madden, and for me, I remember John Madden as a broadcaster. I remember John Madden he revolutionized broadcasting. He was the first one to draw on if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I know, on the screen, and boom and boom and all that. Yeah. And of course, I don't know how old ish. I know you're not as old as we are, but Clary, do you remember the Sega Genesis?
Yeah, sneaky.
Yeah,
I'm an all Madden champion out of Ranger College. I'm a 1995 on Madden tournament champion.
So I'm glad you brought that up. I'm about to have a Madden tournament. I mean, I'm about to have a Madden tournament in the summer.
Yeah, when are you going to get me in that shit, fool?
You're in. No, you're in right now. You're in. Now that being said, do you remember Joe Montana football?
Absolutely.
Do you know that EA Sports transitioned from Joe Montana to John Madden?
Yes.
Because Joe Montana didn't want to do it anymore. That's how that story went. Because he wanted this ridiculous amount of money. They were like, "No, we can't pay you." He's like, "Well, then I'm not going to do it." And then John Madden was like, "Well, yeah, I'm down." So that's how Madden.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yes.
No, I need to though.
It's good.
I actually, it's on my iTunes, on my watch list.
Yeah.
And yes, one of our former coaches for the New York Football Giants, he won 2 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys as a player and as an assistant. Took Broncos to 3 Super Bowls, and Atlanta to their first one ever. And that was during the Dirty Bowl era, or the Dirty Bird era. 98. What was it? 98 season, but they played in the Super Bowl 99, which, just so you know, was the first Super Bowl Angie and I watched together.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So that was 98. You said 98 or 99?
It was the season of 98, and although we met in 99, and that's when, January of 99.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, we've lost a lot of legends this past week. Dan Reeves, John Madden, and Betty White. She was an OG. And not just her older stuff too, but her stuff that she's done recently. I think the one that I remember the most was a Snickers commercial.
Yes,
where they were playing football and he got hit. It was Betty White, and it was just hilarious just to see, because it looked so real. It looked like she really got hit by a player and stuff like that. So, shout out to Betty White for sure.
You know what else Betty White did? She stepped up for people. When people weren't doing it.
Yep.
I don't know if you know this, Ish, but she actually was a big advocate for equal rights and equality, and
she's also a veteran.
And she actually got what's the word I'm looking for? She got put down or talked down to because of certain guests she had on her show.
Mm-hmm. It was a black male.
She told them that she goes, deal with it.
Yep.
She told them to deal with it, bro. And this is way before times. I mean, she was already fighting and doing things right. And you know, I just, you know, we hear so much about it today, and we see so much about it because social media, everybody has a voice now. But you know, people have been fighting for a long time, and let's just remember that, man. You know, and shout out to her for that. And shout out to Vicente Fernandez too.
Oh yeah, definitely. People say he's like Mexico's George Strait, and I'm gonna completely agree with that. He's a legend in every Hispanic household. Every time there was a party in either our house or my tíos or tía's house, he was playing. So yeah, definitely.
That morning,
shout out to him.
That morning, Erica was making breakfast and she listens to him. And I walked in there and she was crying, not like sobbing crying, but she was crying listening. And I said, he passed away, didn't he? I just woke up. And she goes, yeah, he passed away.
Wow.
So that's how important he was to a lot of Hispanic households, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was there with us through good times, bad times, celebrations, funerals, weddings, everything.
And didn't, like, not too long ago, he performed on stage with his son, and
his son's also a great performer,
and his grandson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So a quick year-end review for me, since, you know, we're talking about lost ones. This was 2021 was an interesting year for me. A lot of losses. Angie lost her stepdad. Of course, my dad passed away, and I lost 3 close friends, due to COVID and other illnesses. I'm really praying and hoping that 2022 is better. You know, I know, you know, we're gonna have our moments of challenge and despair, but for me, I look forward to that next day, because it's that next day we get that opportunity, and I'm just thankful every day I wake up. And it's better to be seen than viewed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
No, dude, look, man, it's been a weird couple of years, man. A lot of loss from your end. I've lost a couple of friends the last couple of years, but you know, I don't know, man. It's just kind of like, I think I'm getting at that age too, man. You know, like I get on Facebook and I see an old high school friend pass away.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was going to say that.
It'll happen to you, Ish. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me, you know, I like to smile and joke a lot, but man, it just puts things in perspective, man. A lot for me. When I keep seeing these people on Facebook, I'm like, God, dude. Yeah. But you know, Sneaky said it right, man. I mean, I just live one day at a time, man, you know, and just keeps pushing forward, man. And not only making my day better, I try to make someone else's day better, man. No matter what, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, that's my goal every day. And less bullying. There's so much damn bullying online right now, bro.
It is so crazy.
Everywhere. It's not even just TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's everywhere, man. It's it's for stuff that, you know, shouldn't even be talked about. Like, the people are bringing up stuff like family, your image, and it's stuff that, like, you know that you can't control. But you still want to talk down on it. Is just people need to just open their eyes and realize, you know, life's a valuable thing, and for you to act like, you know, like that, for you to talk down on somebody is, you know, just shows that you need to look to yourself and better your lifestyle, because,
well, check it out, dude.
You're just damaging other people's, you know.
One of my homeboys from West Texas, they made a Christmas video of him. He's gained a lot of weight, and it wasn't supposed to be like a bashing or bullying video. His brother bought him new what are they called, suspenders, because the guy works out in the field, and they were huge, bro. And he was like, these don't fit me, dude. They fit him perfect. And then, but that video, this guy has a real small following. That video went mega viral because people were bullying, making fun of him, bro. He went viral for all the wrong reasons. And I sent him a simple message, dude. And I said, bro, there's one thing that will never fit. You'll never find anything to fit your heart, because this dude has a huge heart. And he sent me a message, and he said, bro, that's why you're my friend, man. You always find a way to pick me up, bro. But dude, his video went viral because of that.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like, what the fuck are we doing in this world right now, man? But
well, you know, and the thing too that I think is sad, and Claire, you could probably speak more on this that you want, if you want to. TikTok, and I say this because McNugget says COVID really sucks. And yes, it does. It sucks really bad. Is that we lost a phenomenal TikToker, Voodoo.
Bro.
So I can't really speak on this, okay, because I've seen a lot of his TikToks. He's a vet, if I'm not mistaken.
He is.
He talked a lot about mental health. I enjoyed his contact, and I the one regret I have is because I remember you brought him up one time,
yeah,
and I was gonna follow him. And then I was going to, because you always tell me, hey, check this guy out. I check him out. And then I reach out. And then 9 times out of 10, they reach back. And then there's a communication, there's a dialogue. And I didn't do it. And I lost that opportunity to do so. So for me, I'm from now on, I'm going to take that chance to reach out. I'm going to take that chance to at least meet someone, even if it's only one time, because I feel really bad and kind of like guilty of not taking your advice, Clary, and just talking to him.
You know what's cool? You know what's phenomenal about that dude? He was a vet. He was very vocal-ish. He was very vocal. Yeah. He didn't give a shit. He got into it with a couple of big TikTokers because he was so vocal. But how we became friends, how we started talking and communicating, he did a video for me and Kaylin before I even knew him. And he did a video sticking up for us, saying, all you guys hating on this dude because of his relationship with his daughter. All it is, he was sticking up for us. And that's how we became friends. He died last week-ish to COVID.
No, I remember we talked about it.
But just a phenomenal dude, well spoken for, a veteran, and I don't know if you followed any of his videos. So many people did videos for him because he reached out on his own through DMs, checking on them through their mental health. Yeah. Random people he would check on, bro. As tough as he looked, as big as he was, this fool was making sure people are mentally okay, dude.
Mm-hmm. And you were talking about bullying. They were slandering his name.
Yes.
I mean, you had one of his friends. I don't know if it's his friend. I'm going to assume it is. Come on and be like, hey, the guy passed.
Yeah.
Let his mom. Let his mom, bury his son in peace. And that's just, it's unfortunate. But I mean, that's just how people. What I don't understand, and not from what I see, not all the time, is that people hang on to misery.
Mm-hmm.
But not all the time. I mean, sometimes there's some hype. They show the positive and people giving and all that. But it's the saying, misery loves company, which it's sad, but sometimes it's true.
I found myself through COVID spending more time on TikTok scrolling than I normally do. Mm-hmm. I found myself on sloppy fucking TikTok, bro. And these people are dirty, man. I found myself on doxing TikTok-ish. And I was like, God dang, these people spend their whole lives trying to ruin other people's lives, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, they'll find something on me in 1998. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. And that's sad. They got people. If you're gonna so I actually had one of my followers. He found, or he saw somebody that I was following, okay, and I forgot, and I don't even know how I started following this person, okay. It's like then he put some eyes like, why, sneaky being sneaky, and I'm like, I don't even remember following this person. And it's I don't know if you guys follow somebody that has an OnlyFans account. I mean, it's not hard to not follow someone that has an OnlyFans.
How about Hippie has one?
Right.
So if you follow me,
well, I know that's the only one I subscribe to.
Yeah.
Fucking
people love their feet. You know what I mean?
People love hairy feet, bro.
Feet and wrists. Feet and wrists. That's my thing. Don't ask. Oh, that's so sexy.
The flower, follow the flower.
But I was thinking to myself, I don't have an OnlyFans account yet. I'm just gonna say that one of these days I'm gonna have one. But I read the reviews on those, and people have complained that, like, say a subscription costs like $5, right? So you pay the $5 a month, but then you got to pay more money to see whatever you want to see. And I'm like, that's
how it always is.
I'm like, you know it's free online, right? Like free online. If you want to know what site, let me get Nicholas for you.
Yeah, I've never understood. It's like the dude buying porno magazines at the store. I'm like, bro, just go online, dude.
They still sell those?
Yeah, dude.
Do they really? I remember a buddy of mine took like 3 of them from his dad's collection, and the kid ended up being gay, not bi, but gay.
Yo,
like later in life, yeah.
Well, so people in the oil field still buy them, I guess. I'm working on those oil fields.
Maybe they don't have a Wi-Fi signal. Maybe that's what it is.
Nah, you don't.
They're out there in their trailer, man.
Yeah.
All they do in the oil field, they set up a trailer, dude.
That's it. That's all it is.
Or wait, it used to work for Amazon. I know you saw that video.
Oh, I
woman
seen
came
it.
Out of that license plate looked familiar-ish. Allegedly.
Hell no. Put my big ass in a little ass U-Haul.
Right? Shoot.
Motherfuckers. No,
anyway.
But yeah, let's talk some NFL. I know.
Yeah. So speaking of misery, about the New York Football Giants.
Ouch.
All right, go ahead, you two. Go ahead. Let me.
I got nothing else to add, bro. Look, here's what I want to ask you. So obviously, the team's given up, right? And as a fan, does that upset you? Or because I've been through those seasons as well with my teams, and as a fan, sometimes you don't want your team to give up, but it almost, man, they're playing so bad right now that the level of football they're producing, I would not be happy if I was a fan, man. It's bad. The Bears embarrassed them. The Bears.
So okay, we'll go one at a time.
Was it Nick Foles?
No, it was Dalton.
No, Dalton, the Red Rocket, dude.
Okay. Yeah,
Red Rocket.
So we'll do this. We'll do this one at a time. Okay, so I don't want you guys both at the same time. I'd rather have you one at a time.
Hey,
so I can give each of you your attention. So I don't believe the team has given up because they're all individual contractors. Okay, and they know that they're playing for their contract now
and their next contract.
Yeah. So I will say this. I think that as a fan, I'll tell you this, Clary. As a fan, it's very numbing to see them play. It's very numbing to yes, Carla, speaking of OnlyFans, because I'm gonna get you guys one at a time. Let me see your wrist, Clary. Let me see your wrist.
Chon.
Wrists and feet. Like I said, wrists and feet. It's very numbing. The way we lost to Philly, the way we lost to Miami, when Coach Judd took Fromm out and put Glennon back in last week.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Now neither of them were doing anything. But
you want to go with the younger guy. Give him some reps. In the rough. Yeah.
Give him his reps. You know, we have nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. I truly believe these last 3 games we should at least give Fromm a chance. And I just don't know. I think when we put Mike Glennon, when I saw that, say what you want about Jones, he gave us a chance. You know, and then this talk. Well, okay. So I answered your question, Clary. Ish, let me hear what you got.
Well, I got 2 of them. The second one is just more of your quick thought about it. But the first one is, I know everybody wanted to blame Garrett for how the offense struggles, but since he's left, the offense has gotten even worse. And it's not just by a little, it's by a lot. So I wanted to see what your thoughts is about where is this really falling down on? Is it, like we've been saying, your general manager, the coaching staff, or just the players that they brought in? I mean, we talked about Golladay. Our offensive lineman has more touchdowns than Golladay, you know?
Right.
And the second question real quick is how did
hold on, one at a time. Let me get this one.
Okay.
And, I mean, yeah, let me just get this one because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm glad Garrett is gone because after the Tampa Bay game, there was no other choice that needed to happen. Garrett had to be gone. I think with the combination of because you got to remember when Garrett left, we won that week. We beat Philly. Okay, when we released Garrett, but then after that week, and the reason why we're doing a lot worse is two reasons. Mike Glennon. That's why. Because look, I don't understand the signing period of Mike Glennon. 6-24, 0-5 last year. The man hasn't won since Jesus was on the cross. That's, I mean, let's be fair, okay? Yeah. I don't understand why we didn't pay Colt McCoy the money that he needed. I don't know if that was the case or they just decided to part. Wait, I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, your first question, Mike Glennon. Okay. What's your second one?
Second one is more of what happened. I believe it was against us. It was Fan Appreciation Day, and the Giants were giving their great fans who have gone through the tough times with this team all through the season. They thought that the best gift of all for them to get for their Giants organization is a medium Coke.
Pepsi.
Medium Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi. How do you feel? I mean, I understand you're not a every week.
I'm not a season. Yeah, I'm here in Dallas, so I can't be a.
Yeah, but I mean, geez, a souvenir cup.
I think, and it wasn't even a souvenir cup. And not only that, it was the account holder, so you could only get one. Like, so you couldn't. If I had two seats,
if you got 5 tickets every time. You only get one.
Yep, only one name, and you can't even get a refill. It was, I will say, very disgraceful to, or it was showing the amount of disrespect to the fan base. And I'm going to throw this out there. When Eli came out and got his number retired, the fans booed John Mara and Steve Tisch. When Michael Strahan, which I was there, got his number retired, they booed ownership. It wouldn't surprise me if this was some kind of retaliation on the ownership. Well, you're going to boo me? Okay, well, enjoy your Pepsi. And these are the stipulations. But I will say, but now to go back to Strahan, he did bring a point. Franchises, we do have our ups and downs. Some franchises have not won Super Bowls. We got 4 of them. So we need to be thankful for what we got. And we can't forget about the 4 that we won prior to the merger.
Yeah, but at the same time, Sneaky, as a fan, you have to be also excited for the future of your team. And I mean, I don't see a good future for your team for the next 2 to 3 years. I mean, y'all have to change. Y'all need a new quarterback. I understand you want to be on Daniel Jones's side one more year. They're going to give Joe Judge one more year, so maybe let them go down together like the Titanic. But you still need an offensive line, and not just one offensive line, the whole line. Yeah, napkins. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Hey, shout out to James. He had a good question for us to ask him on Twitter. Who would win against the New York Football Giants versus the Little Giants?
Vegas has the Little Giants as a -3 favorite right now.
Yeah. And I'll say the only reason why the Little Giants would be favored is because of Icebox. That's it.
Sneaky, I do have a bone to pick with you about Danny Jones real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Wait. And we can't forget about Madden and the annexation of Puerto Rico. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I jumped in one of your lives. I forgot which one. And you were talking about Danny Jones in college.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He sucked in college.
He did.
I don't know what you were watching.
I watched.
He was bad in college. The kid just had the great arm and the great athleticism. Mm-hmm. He did not. He was running for his life in college.
He was another Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. So he was a starter for 2 years, maybe 3 if I'm not mistaken. At Duke, right. No, well, the game that I was talking about, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm talking about him having protection and the difference between him having protection and not having protection.
Right.
I was talking about the Independence Bowl game that he was in, which he was the MVP of. Yes, it's only one game, but I did see a couple others. I think it was Temple. And I can't remember the other one. Say what?
I should shout out Shreveport.
Okay. So the main game I was talking about was the Independence Bowl game in 2018. They didn't show the whole game. They showed like bits and pieces of it. Not so much all highlights. It wasn't highlights of Daniel Jones, right? They were just showing the main parts of the games, but they did show Jones, make a stupid decision. He did get hurt. They were behind, but from what I saw, they were behind. He fought against adversity. Not only did he fought against getting injured on the field, but he also they were playing from the behind, and they came back and they won the game. I still think he threw 4 or 5 TDs, but he had like 2 or 3 interceptions. So that's what I was talking about.
Coming from someone that watches a lot of college football, I remember when the Giants selected him, and it shocked me because I was like, this guy, why are they taking him? And I was like, he must have had a good camp. He must have had something where the regular fans don't see. Mm-hmm. Because, dude, I didn't see nothing. I've never seen potential from this guy. Well, and apparently,
wasn't he the MVP of the Senior Bowl too, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. But who's playing in that? The only people that play in those bowl games are people that haven't got looked at.
Well, that's the thing. Being good in the Senior Bowl can really make your draft stock go up. Right. That's why Dak Prescott was looked at a lot more because he was the MVP and he was going against Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz was supposed to be.
I'm talking about the linemen, the good linemen and good DBs. No one's playing in those games, bro.
In the Senior Bowl?
No,
it's more about the practices. It's more about the practices with the offensive.
No one's risking injury, dude. If you're already going to get drafted, or you're already. But I was saying is, I was real like I've never been big. I wasn't big on Dak either. Ish can tell you that.
Yeah.
What Dak did in the SEC was pretty phenomenal. Yeah. But in a one-man show at that, dude, he was a one-man show until he faced the monsters of the conference.
Took him to number one.
The only time ever. Only
beat
time
LSU.
Ever. Only time ever. They've been ranked.
Gabe is a diehard Giants fan like myself. Sneaky, we are our team. Yeah, our team freaking sucks. We get beat by a terrible team. We have a freaking head coach who acts like our team is so good. Clean house. Everything needs to change. Joe needs to go. He sucks. So that's pretty much 80%, if not more than 50% of the Giants fan base. Mm-hmm. And I gotta say this. I don't know. I mean, I'll say 50-50 to be sure. I'll say this about Judge. We gotta at least let him play out his contract, but I see next year he's going to be on the hot seat. Okay,
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I think that
his seat's already warm.
Well, right, but we can't treat our coaches like we have, like with McAdoo, Pete Shermer, and now we cannot treat our head coaches like iPhones. We can't upgrade every 2 years and expect some kind of result. It just doesn't work like that. Especially when you have especially when you have a new, quarterback. Now with McCarthy, he inherited Dak, he inherited Zeke, he inherited that offensive line and whatever pieces on defense that were there, to where his second year, McCarthy has a better second year than he did his last year. But it's not that easy when you don't have that pieces in place.
Now we can both agree how bad our defense was last year and how the signing of Dan Quinn has improved that. And that goes back to your head coach of hiring the right people to make sure your team gets better. And we told you this, 2 years ago when y'all got Garrett, right? It was a bad signing.
Yep.
The beginning of this season, when it was after the whole COVID thing, where you really did have your players back and you can really do what you want to do.
Yep.
He was having players retire early. And you can see that as well, those players quit, but those are just little warning signs that you've seen. And now more and more, now that we're in week 17, it's just showing you that Joe Judge is not a good head coach. He could be a great assistant coach or a great special teams coach like he was in New England, but he's not a good head coach. And
go ahead. Yeah,
I just feel like he failed himself by putting the wrong coaches next to him on offense and defense, and for also putting too much trust into Gettleman and signing the right players in the draft and free agency. Because if you really look at it, other than Ojulari and I'll say Robinson, those have been y'all failed in the draft for the past couple years. And so it's time to clean house. And I'm on the side of get rid of Judge too.
Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. I wouldn't call Thomas a failure. I wouldn't call Kenny a failure. I wouldn't, and like you said, Robinson. I would even call Kadarius a failure.
What has he done?
Well, he's been injured. Injuries part of, and COVID. He's been injured and had COVID, which is it's part of the game, right?
Yep. Everybody has gone through that this season,
right. And to be fair, us, there's always 1 week where, especially against. Look, I'll put this in perspective. We were competing in Dallas against Dallas. We were threatening. I think we were on the 20-yard line or the 15, 20-yard line when Jones got hurt. We were down by 7 points.
You were on the second. You were on the 2-yard line.
We were on the what?
The 2-yard line when he got his concussion.
Was it the 2-yard line? Okay, you're right.
Because he was running. Close. He was running in for a touchdown.
Right, and we were really close. And then once he went down, and that's without Saquon. Saquon got hurt prior to that
first quarter.
Saquon. So for me, that's what I'm holding on to. I'm holding on to a little bit of hope to hopefully get back to where we can. But the thing that we have to focus on is we got to get an offensive lineman and we got to get a pass rusher. And now we're talking about the draft and we're talking about the draft and more so Gettleman. I give Gettleman his props, and I can only talk about the draft because, and I know I said this a bunch of times, we had no equity. And the fact that we dropped to 20, picked up more picks, plus an additional number 1 first round pick, I got to give him his props for that. And then last year, we picked up our offensive, so we addressed our offensive line need, and then we picked up our defensive back needs with McKinney. And then with Robinson and Ross, some of the signings that aren't as a big splash, like the re-signing of Williams or Kadavius, they have worked out for us. But it's really hard for Daniel Jones to throw the deep ball or a deep post when you have Nate Soldiers throwing those lookout blocks. You know what?
That's on Gettleman as well. He put a lot of y'all's money into an old offensive lineman who was already seen as his career going down before he even signed with the Giants. So, like you said, there is some plus sides, but I feel like there's more negative sides of keeping Gettleman. And honestly,
Gettleman's gone after this year anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's gone. But the worst thing is, I still see y'all trading those two picks to get Russell Wilson. I know you said it doesn't sound like a good idea, Sneaky, but I think it's going to happen.
I don't believe it's going to happen because if we don't address our offensive line, we're going to have the same results. Now, true, I believe Russell might get us 3 or 4. Not 3 or 4. That's way too much. Maybe
I'll say about 2 or 3 more wins. Yes.
Yeah, 2 or 3 more wins. But then, God forbid, let's say week 6 happens and he gets hit because he don't have protection.
He don't have protection in Seattle either.
And then here comes, that's the point I'm trying to make. And then here comes Mike Glennon to finish out the year. No, hey, so what Gettleman did last year, he sacrificed protection for weapons. That's what he did. And he's at fault for that. But that's the direction he wanted to get because, before Galladay got there, we didn't have a number 1 wide receiver.
You still don't.
Or number 2.
We do, but he hasn't proved himself, because we had what? We had Tate, we had
which I should have brought
Slayton
back.
And Shepard, No, we shouldn't have brought Tate. I think Tate was a good,
Tate's been in the league long enough where he's kind of like a Randall Cobb, where he knows where to find the holes in the defense on those big 3rd and 4s and 3rd and 7s. You always need, like Cole Beasley was that to Dak Prescott a couple of years ago. He finds the 3rd down for your quarterback. Now, let's say they don't sign Russell Wilson,
which they won't. But go ahead.
This with your 2 draft picks, this is the perfect. I say the perfect time to load up on your defense. You can get your offensive lineman with one of your 2 picks, but imagine if the Giants got Michael Parsons. You know, I mean that's a big swing and miss. I mean, y'all had a chance. We even traded back and gave y'all the opportunity. And you could say you need a linebackers all you want, but Blake Martinez, I believe, was still on a 1-year deal. So you would have a rookie for 5 more years.
No, Blake. No, he's not on a 1. He was on a 3-year deal. We have 1 more year with him.
When y'all signed him last year, right?
Yeah. Well, the first year we had him, yeah, because this would have been year 2.
Yeah.
But
So and y'all could have had a rookie for the next 5 to 6 years, But the thing is, I believe y'all are tanking. Y'all are being bad for a reason.
Well,
that's why Mike Glennon went back out there. And I believe y'all will be the 3rd pick overall this year.
Well,
if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to
last
look at
I saw, we're at 5, and then we might even have 6.
Yes, your second one is right behind you.
Yeah. So,
because Chicago. Well, no, Chicago won, so I'm not sure.
To say that we're tanking, I don't know. But to say that Mike Glennon has given us the best, that's what. But what I'm saying is, Coach Judge says that we put people out on the field that gives us the best chance to win. And I don't see Mike Glennon doing that. Okay, Dan, thanks for coming in the clutch, man. I appreciate you. Oh, Dan, we gotta link up, man. It's been a minute. He lives out here. He's a Giants fan. He lives out here in Dallas.
Awesome.
It
looks like
so we have the 5th and 9th right now,
which is great. Which is you still have an opportunity for it to get lower too.
So I want to throw this out there to you guys. I'm going to the draft April 28th. And
where is it at this year?
It's in Vegas. No, it's in Vegas.
It was supposed to be in Vegas this past year.
Yes. And myself, Philly sports guy, Pork Rind, and True Blue will be going out there.
Awesome.
And I'd love for you guys to come join us if you can.
Yeah, I've never been to Vegas.
Neither have I.
Yeah, God.
Mark's been to Vegas many times.
I've been to Vegas, dude, about fucking 100 times probably.
No, yeah, that would be awesome to go to, just because the draft is always fun, especially if you follow the draft and you follow players.
Are you guys aware of this Tankathon?
Yeah, I used that last year with the Cowboys when I was trying to find out where we're picking anything. But a thing before I wanted to ask y'all before we run out of time, with the playoffs kind of being set almost. Who is your surprise so far this year, AFC or NFC, and who has been your biggest disappointment? Mark, I'll go.
Larry, go ahead.
Man,
yeah,
I mean, I'm watching Green Bay right here. They're not a surprise. Whenever Aaron Rodgers is back there, so they're not a surprise. Surprise, man, shit. I'll go with the AFC first. My surprise in the AFC is the Raiders, man. With everything they've gone through this last year. With Carr up and down, you never know. I'm actually quietly, me, dude. I got a big following of Raider fans in my community, man, and I secretly root for them, man, in the AFC.
If they win next week, they're in.
Yeah, they're in if they win next week. Yeah. So I think to me that's a surprise, man. With the Chiefs playing the way they're playing, I mean, I don't know, bro. But the NFC, I don't know, man. I guess shoot, dude. I mean. I want to say the Cardinals, but not really. We kind of saw them getting it together last year. I'll tell you what, though, I'm not afraid of the Cardinals either.
Me neither.
And after today's game, I would actually
you can work on
I would like to play them in the first round. To that opportunity, not an opportunity because I think we can beat them, but I like me. I'm a percentage guy.
It's a good matchup.
And I think we have to lose to them again. I'm not surprised with Cincinnati either, Dan. New England, I'm not either. I mean, it's Belichick, dude. What does the dude ever surprise us?
Right.
I'm more surprised. I'm not surprised of the Patriots. I'm more surprised of Mac Jones, if that makes sense. Because
I'm not.
I understand the system that he has with, is it McDaniels? I don't know the offensive
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
We talked about it in the draft. It just fits him. But Mac Jones has really showed that he's going to be great in the NFL.
So for me, I can't truthfully say The Patriots, because Belichick.
Mhm.
Belichick gets those guys ready to play. And the man has 8 Super Bowl rings.
Mhm.
Okay. First 2 from the Giants. I just thought I'd throw that out there. So for the AFC, for me, the biggest jump, I gotta say the Bengals for me. I gotta be honest. It gotta be the Bengals for me.
Mhm.
Because I knew Burrow was good, but I didn't think he was this damn good.
He outgunned Mahomes today, and that's hard to
God
do.
dang, Chase, man. Chase was all over the
Yeah. And I'm going to
Almost
say right
300
now,
yards.
for them to draft Chase, that's his wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's his guy.
Remember, we were talking about that. Like, our team's
Yeah.
going to start doing that more.
Mhm. Oh, definitely.
and-
You have
and-
to.
I will never forget when I would play in flag football tournaments and I had my number 1 wide receiver. I was, because he couldn't make every tournament, but when he did, we won championships. So now the NFC,
we got a big field goal coming up. If this guy makes this field goal, it'll be the longest field goal in the month of January in Lambeau Field.
and it's cold out there too.
That's
I'm going
why.
to say the 49ers.
Okay.
I'm going to
That's a
say
good
the 49ers. I didn't see that coming. I like the fact that they're playing both quarterbacks, right? They're not
Mhm.
just sticking with one. They're playing with both.
Yeah.
And, we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
And the most disappointing team, Dallas Cowboys, because I'm always disappointed in them because I hate them.
What's so disappointing about him?
Because they're Dallas Cowboys, and I always hate them. And they're lower than world shit. So I'm
Hey, real quick, remember when I told you Galladay would be a bust at the beginning of the year?
Saquon was overrated.
I just want to throw it out there to you, Sneaky.
Well, I'm actually gonna put that on Garrett. I'm seriously, because
I put that on Galladay and your GM for
no. I'm gonna put that on because Kadavius didn't, and none of our receivers scored a touchdown. Very rare that a receiver scored a touchdown this year.
He scores touchdowns on your team.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean
It's been like
Thomas.
that
I
for
think
the
Thomas
past
has
few
2
years.
touchdowns this
Here he
year.
goes.
He's the leading receiver in TDs. So
Mhm. That's horrible.
and I think with Barkley, and I'm not gonna be long winded on this one. With him,
Get
it's
in,
just-
son.
Is it good?
You just made the longest field goal in January in Lambeau.
Oh wow. With Barkley, it's a mental thing because of his injuries. He has that mental block, and once he gets past that, it's a wrap.
It's just gonna be tougher for a running back. I say. I'll say my biggest.
If Adrian Peterson can do it, because it's Adrian Peterson.
I
believe
athlete, man.
But
there's
I'm
only one of those types of players every 30 years. You know what I mean?
I believe Barkley next year. He has a lot to
sleep
prove.
on Frank Gore.
Well, right. Oh, exactly. Yeah, you're right, Frank.
Well, he's still asleep after getting knocked out. So.
Fucking A, bro.
Oh man, what a knockout!
God.
I want to say. Oh, go ahead, Sneaky.
No. Go ahead.
I'll say my biggest surprise in the AFC is the Tennessee Titans. Losing
especially
Derrick
without Henry.
Yeah, I honestly thought their season was over. Once again, I slept on Tannehill, and where's Julio Jones? Is he not playing no more? I mean,
he's hurt.
Yeah, again, I mean, I think his season's over. But hey, AJ Brown's still doing his thing. The biggest surprise in the NFC, I would have to also say the San Francisco 49ers. Especially with who they have. They're not doing nothing crazy. They're just doing gadget plays with Deebo Samuels, Brendan Ayuk, Jimmy Garoppolo, and then now with Trey Lance. I mean, it's insane. The biggest, I'll say, the loser of the season, other than Jacksonville, I would have to say the Washington football team. Just because how much hype was on this defense in the beginning of the season. I remember it to this day where everybody's like, they are a top 2 defense. They were going to be the scariest defense in the past 10 years. And I believe they are top 3 worst defense. So it's just a big flip from what happened last year. I mean, that's just the NFC East. Shit changes every year. And yeah, so those are my picks.
Are you guys happy that Urban Meyer is finally out of football, man? I mean,
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
God, dude, what a joke!
The whole kicking the kicker thing.
The dude is a joke, man.
Yeah.
Why does he still get chances, man?
A lot of people wanted him as a Cowboys coach.
Oh, bro.
Thank God.
See, the thing about Urban Meyer, it's simple. he is not used to losing. It's the same MO that Spurrier had when he was with Washington.
Spurrier.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Another quick question for both of y'all. I know Sneaky, you're a Giants fan, but
hell no.
A Cowboys
hell
question.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, hell no.
At this point, shit, man. Who knows, bro?
No, hell no.
Well, Sneaky, let me ask you this then. As you heard, both our coaches, offense and defense, have been interviewed or going to be interviewed for head coaching jobs. Who do you think would be the better coach, Dan Quinn or Kellen Moore? And I would really want for a head coach to be any head coach.
Well, I mean, Dan Quinn. I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl. I mean, Kellen Moore is offensive coordinator. You know, he's doing really well because
that's where the NFL is going now, to the young head coaches.
Right. I think. Well, yeah. See, yeah. So right now you already got the vote in. I mean, of course, I would say Quinn because Quinn has the more experience.
Yes.
Quinn has a Super Bowl ring. He has a conference championship ring. So I think that speaks volumes. Although, yeah, he did have a 28-3 lead. Mm-hmm. We won't talk about that.
Now, Mark,
what?
The what's your coach?
I think Kellen Moore is would not be a good head coach right now.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, people adjust him so much throughout the season, man. I think McCarthy has started to dabble with his play calling. I see some problems with Kellen Moore, man. About mid-season through, man. I'm not a big fan of him. And if you're new in here, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Wait, Moore?
I'm not a big fan of Kellen Moore.
Wow, okay.
And I like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's proven himself, man. I would, if I had a choice between them two, I would take Dan Quinn if I was an owner of a team over Kellen Moore.
Well, I think we could probably start saying our shut because we're getting close.
Well, can I make a quick comment on this?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
The reason why I believe Kellen Moore is not going to get signed this next year is because he has some Jason Garrett in him. He struggles to change his offense mid-game. And you can tell he gets a little nervous once a defense figures him out. It happened in Denver, it happened in Oakland, and it happened this game. Dak Prescott can't be your leading rusher in the game. I don't care what anybody says. I love Dak Prescott. I'm wearing his jersey. That's my dude. You cannot have him be your leading rusher in a game. That's horrible play calling. He's done that, I would say, 5 or 6 times this season. You can't. I understand we have great weapons on the outside, but you still have to continue to run. And on Dan Quinn, I think he's a better coordinator than a coach, and I think he knows that as well because you have less stuff on your plate. And you can focus more on this defense. And you see what that does to a Dan Quinn system because in Seattle, he had the Legion of Boom when he was a coordinator. And now in Dallas, as a coordinator, he's made this young defense. I mean, look at Diggs and Parsons alone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would take Diggs as well. Or, I'm sorry.
Hey, Sneaky, are you worried about Parsons being the only other rookie to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Let's let him win it, and then we'll have that conversation.
No, but
he had a good game this week.
I don't think he's going to win it, but Vegas has him at number 2 right now. So I mean, there's a chance,
and that's why I'm like, let's just wait and see what happens when the award comes out.
It depends on what Myles Garrett does tomorrow. If he has a good game, has a sack or 2, I think it's Myles Garrett's.
Look at the tackles, though, bro. Look at the tackles.
Yeah, no, you're right. He's doing, and he only became a blitzer 4 games into the season. I mean, he was playing linebacker for the beginning, so. Right. It's insane.
You ready to close this out, Clary?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, man, thanks for swinging through here, spending some time with us. We know everybody's time is valuable and important, man. I want to say Happy New Year to everybody out there, man. Do me a couple of things this year, man. Go out there and do something that you've always wanted to do this year. Set a time, set a date, and fucking go do it, man. And another thing, keep an eye on them bullies, man. Whether you see it in person, online, social media, at school, man, handle it. Much love, guys. Happy New Year. Stay blessed.
What's up with everybody? It's your boy Cowboy Hippie. You can find all of us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I want to give a little note about what happened this week against the Jets and the Buccaneers. Everybody saw what happened with Antonio Brown. We really didn't get to talk about it much, but before everybody wants to make it into a meme of what he's doing, remember what's really going on, and I believe it's his mental health. And with that, you check on everybody who's dealing with stuff. I know COVID has affected many people differently, and just keep your heads up and your eyes open and to see any warning signs. So I want to give a shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there who are serving or who have served. I want you to know your stories will always be remembered and told. Hey, Cowboys fans, we didn't get this one, but we need losses like this before the playoffs start. So much love. See y'all next week and have fun.
Thanks, guys, for showing up today. Watching the show. We appreciate the questions. I mean, it was lit today. I just want to give a quick shout out to right back here. And I forgot the name. My name went hold on. I got it right here. All right. This is it's a veteran owned business. And okay, here we go. Jazz Wood Design. That is a whiskey rack. Say that fast 5 times. It's custom. So please give them a shout. They're actually on Instagram. It's jazz_wood_design. And I also want to give a shout out to my guy out that makes championship belts for NFL teams. Any team that you're looking for. Obviously, this is the second one I got, and that's Crazy Products with an X UK. Crazy Products with an X UK. Go check them out. Want to give them a quick shout out, and also Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, so appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I hope you enjoyed Football Sunday, as hell as I did, because yeah, them boys lost. Anyway, love y'all, and let's go Giants.
I'ma keep it 100 here, man. Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking